Yeah. Welcome to the Clutch Corner takeover of the 5 Reasons post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and I'm joined, as usual, by the Corner 4. I'm so happy to see you guys. I haven't seen you in so long. So, my guy, Michael Christian, the first lady of 5 Reasons Sports, Alana Tahara, and, of course, my guy, Clutch, Adam, NBA, Barai, whatever the hell he want to go by today. So, as you guys can see, I'm a little energetic tonight because we won a game that I thought we were going to lose for a big portion of this based off the way that the team was playing. Miami pulled off the 110-104 victory over the Lakers. And we never start with you. So, Clutch, we're going to let you go first, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game. So he muted his mic.
Am I good?
Yeah.
They had more points than the Lakers. That's my analysis. They had more points. I mean, okay. Look. In the first half, it wasn't looking too good. They were getting out hustled. They were getting out rebounded to everything. And in the second half, it seemed like they woke up in the third. You okay, Michael?
Yeah, Michael, what are you eating there tonight?
Comfort food.
Popcorn.
It's comfort food.
Okay.
Well, look. The game, they won. We all know what happened in the fourth quarter. It was the fourth quarter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened to Depot. We'll see what happened, what comes out of it. But this Heat team really needed this win before this 4-game road trip that they're about to go on.
Let's try and focus on the game before we get to the sad news of the game. So, like you said, we all know what happened. It is a crushing feeling right now, but we'll wait to talk about it a little bit later. Alana, we're going to let Michael finish gathering himself. What were your thoughts on the game tonight?
I mean, we won, and I appreciate the win. A win is a win. But, I mean, it was disappointing. The way we played was not characteristic at all. I don't even know, who to blame or what to pinpoint. There was a lot of weirdness going on. I feel like at one point we were back to playing Miami Heat basketball, and then again towards the end, we let some bad possessions go by. We have to do better. This is not going to keep up. If the Lakers were fully healthy, there's no way we would have won this. So I don't know what to say. I'll take the win, but we didn't look at it all.
Michael?
I'm not okay.
Yo, I'm about to say, you okay, buddy?
No.
Not even with your popcorn, you're not okay?
No, it's because it's healthy comfort food because I didn't have ice cream or healthier.
Okay.
I bought the Depot jersey and now this.
Michael, we're gonna give you a chance. Talk about the game,
buddy.
I'm
the only one who hasn't brought it up yet.
That's what I'm saying. Because you're the only one who read the rundown.
No, we'll
attention.
talk about the game though. Look, I agree. The Heat looked rough tonight. They're never gonna blow teams out. That's just what this team is. That they're never gonna go out there and destroy another team unless they're as bad as the Cavaliers, maybe. To say, though, that the Heat wouldn't have won if the Lakers were fully healthy, right? If they had their full roster out there, I'm not sure about that just because I really think that they would have stepped up and played to that level of competition. I think they really formed their game to who they're playing against. And what, you think Kuzma's going to make a big difference? I know you're a Kuzma fan, but Kuzma's trash. Kuzma's trash. I just wanted to throw that one in.
Your brain went to Kuzma and not to LeBron and AD. You're telling me that if they were playing, it would have been a walk in the park for us? Because that's what I'm hearing you say.
Alana, it's not even that. If Kuzma and THT were playing, it would have been a walk in the park.
I still don't agree with that because I think they would have played up to it. I think this team just changes based on what's going on.
I will agree that we play down, but I think lately, we just struggle, period.
No.
Yeah, a lot of that has to deal with several players who we thought that we could rely on.
But there's some intangibles that you can't change. Do you think that if LeBron and AD were playing, that Goran is going to be able to run that much faster? It's stuff like that. You can't change stuff like that.
No, but I think Jimmy's going to be much more aggressive from the jump. I think I think the rest of the team is going to play up. There was a reason why whenever LeBron plays, there's somebody that's hype, right? Somebody's like, "Oh, it's LeBron. Let's step up and do it." They would have played different. So I wouldn't say it's a for sure loss.
But that's a problem, though.
That's a lot to ask, though. You shouldn't have to play LeBron James in order for you to play to your fullest capabilities in a game that you know you have to win, right?
Hey, I'm not excusing it. They look pretty rough tonight, but to say for sure it was a loss if they had Kuzma and THT, I think that's just wrong.
So let's talk about some of the reasons why this game was as close as it was, and I want to get to some of the guys who have not been contributing to what we've expected them to do. And of course, Alana, I'm coming to you about your boy. Look, is Goran lying about his birth certificate too? The man looks 40 out there.
All right. First of all, I think everyone's expecting a little bit too much of him. At the end of the day, he is 34. We had basically no off season. He was a huge contributor to the bubble run. So, I mean, I again think this is just a case of Heat Twitter hyping shit up. Like, he's not looking good. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, is that because people are just expecting too much of him? I don't know.
He's an NBA player, Alano. It's not our expectations should not be affecting the way that he plays. Like that's,
it's not just that he's playing rough. He's an active negative.
I don't think Goran is one. No, but listen, I'm not saying that Goran's one of those guys that gets in his head. I don't think he's a Duncan. I don't think he's a Tyler. What I'm saying is that even if he was playing up to as well as he could, it's not going to be enough for Heat Twitter. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the mass majority that want Goran to be some superstar. Like, this is not bubble Goran. It's just not. The environment's different. There was no off season for him. He's banged up, and he's an older guy. So I don't know how much we're expecting. He's not playing well, though. I'm not going to hide behind that.
So here's the thing. We're not expecting. Yeah, sure. Why? Thank you, Christian Carter, for the $1.99. Don't know. Cool ceiling is tightest floor. Ask Katya, bro. You are an instigator. Okay, you always do.
Leave
this
the girl alone, man.
Yeah, no, let's not. But to your point, Alana, like, I don't think people are expecting him to be bubble Goran, but he hasn't even been regular season Goran this season, except for in a short few games. Like,
he hasn't been Goran. Like the
is that not Spo's where's Kendrick Nunn tonight?
Time out.
That's fair. That's fair. But we're not. Hold on, Mike. Well, that's fair. But because I want to stay on this topic, that's fair. But we're not going to let Goran off the hook by blaming Spo for the fact that he's playing like trash.
But what do you want him to do? He's not making dumb plays. He's not
making any plays. I want him to do anything.
No, he's making dumb plays.
We don't know what he's capable of right now, though. We don't really know how he's feeling. The fact that he's out there does not mean he's okay and ready to go full speed.
Listen, if you go out there and you play the game, then you have a minimum level of expectation.
So you're telling me he's not giving effort? Because I disagree with that.
I'm not saying that he's not giving effort. I'm saying he's not giving production. Goran Dragic should
100%, but like,
and that's my entire point.
Then he shouldn't be playing, which doesn't come down to him.
Yes, it does. Like,
he's gonna go up to Spo and tell him
He should. Yeah. He's warranted that level of respect that he can go to Spo and tell him, "I'm not good to play."
I'm not willing to say that he didn't make dumb plays.
I disagree. I'm with Alana. No NBA player will ever
especially not to Goran's caliber, and he's a vet. There's no way that's happening.
So, Adam, I want you to go ahead and judge Goran's play versus what the expectation should be for the way Goran's playing.
He played terrible. He played like a veteran minimum player. He's making $18 million if you want to bring the money into it. But what are you going to do? I mean, I trust Goran Dragic on the court 10 times out of 10 than a Kendrick Nunn. Like, it's that
10
simple.
out of 10? Nah.
I'm not
on 10.
I trust.
Not this season.
No, but okay. Not this season? I would 100% trust Goran rather than Kendrick.
10 out of 10 times? No.
I think you're talking more playoff scenarios. I'm talking about right now, bro. Like right now during the regular season, Goran Dragic
see, I don't even agree with Adam on that one point. Like, it's not about Goran versus why isn't Kendrick playing then? If you're expecting Goran to go up to Spo and be question, like, it shouldn't be me, it should be Kendrick, that you're out of your mind. He's not going to do that. And he shouldn't do that. Right. It should be Spo making those substitutions. He's not doing it.
I mean,
where's Kendrick? He's literally chilling.
Where's Gad asking for Gabe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mike, I don't think you've gotten a chance to fully explain. You've just been jumping in here now. Go ahead and tell us your point on Goran.
No, I was just saying. I think Goran was. I think he was a negative tonight. I think he had a lot of bad plays on offense where he turned the ball over at really terrible times. His defense wasn't doing anything, which we've just kind of gotten used to at this point. And I understand that, Spo should have taken him out of the rotation. But if Goran is going to be out there, we need more than that. I'm not saying he has to go out there.
He's not giving effort because there's a huge.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying he's not giving
production. What do you want from him?
I want him to be good at basketball. Like I want him to be able to blow. I don't think so because listen, Goran's not able to blow by people with his first step. He's not able to get to his mid-range shot because he can't pull off that step back.
It's a coach's responsibility to recognize that and make the proper substitution.
It's also the player's responsibility not to try and run himself into the ground if he knows he's out there hurting the team, bro.
I disagree.
No, it's not.
I'm with Earl on this one. I can't agree with that. I'm not going to blame the coach every time a player plays bad and be like, oh, the coach should have taken him out sooner. The players should play better. I'm sorry. So I'm not saying that Goran needs to go out there and score 20 points a night, but you can't have 5 turnovers, play the terrible defense that you did, and not
Goran. Do you want Goran to just take himself out of the game and sub himself out?
I'm not saying that Goran's going to take himself out of the game. I'm putting blame on Spo as well, but you can't just say, okay, let's take it all off of Goran and put it all on Spo. Goran takes some blame because he played bad.
If Goran was making stupid plays or wasn't giving effort, I will 100% agree with you. Goran is not out there like having low basketball IQ or just not caring.
Alana,
he is incapable.
We are not
ever said he's not making.
You're not giving me a reason that he needs to be better. You want him to snap his fingers and be better?
My only point is, I'm telling you that he's not been better. None this season. His production level has been below what the
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay, and I'm not disagreeing. There is no solution
except for subbing him out. So it's Spo's problem.
That's not only Spo's job to recognize that he's not playing up to par. Goran is culpable in some of this stuff. Like, he's a veteran player. He knows when he can't play, bro.
You don't know what conversations are being had. You don't think that Goran
I know what I'm watching on the court. I know what I'm watching on the court.
You forget that Jimmy is very, very protective of him. If maybe Jimmy wants him out, you can't be pretending like you know what's happening behind the scenes. It's not Goran's responsibility.
I'm not pretending like I know what's happening behind the scenes. I pretend like I know what I'm watching. Like that's what I'm pretending. That's what I'm conveying. I know I'm watching. It says,
and what I'm watching is
going to pull me out.
Right, but Royal, Spo is watching the same thing you're watching, and he's not making that change.
And I'm not absolving Spo of blame, but it feels like y'all are absolving Goran of blame, bro.
No, that's not at all what it is.
No one's doing that.
Yeah, he's played terrible. He should be benched for the game.
I agree too.
So why should he not say that? Why should he not?
He's an NBA player. No NBA player has ever said that.
I'm playing terribly. Like, what? Spo knows. Spo can see that. It's up to Spo to make that change.
Right.
What else is his job then?
Man, listen, we're going to move on to the next topic because we'll stay here all night. We've already been on it for 10 minutes. Let's talk about somebody else who didn't play up to snuff, unless y'all going to make another excuse for him. Let's talk about Bam Adebayo. Anybody can go. Let me calm down a little bit. I'm going to mute for a little bit and y'all have a conversation.
Sorry, that was the best popcorn eating scenario I've had in a long time. That was great. That was great, guys. Really well done. What are we talking about,
Michael,
Bam?
Go ahead, Bam. Yeah, if you're so entertained.
Oh, I mean, I think Bam should have played better on Drummond. I don't think that was very good defense on his part. I think there was a lot of times where the switches weren't helping either. There was plenty of times where they still got Drummond the ball inside, and it was like, I don't know. I felt like Bam could have done a little bit more, but I don't know what else to say. He's 6 for 12 from offense, not grabbing enough rebounds, which is just a team thing as well. I can't blame Bam completely for the defense because it was, like I said, the switches a lot. But when he was on Drummond, there was plenty of times where Drummond was getting whatever he wanted, and it was very uncomfortable to watch.
So I think one of the plays that is emblematic of what you're talking about is the rebound that essentially fell right at Bam's feet, and then he didn't even look like he was going towards it. I want to thank Christian Carter for the 199. Don't know because Adam has had it up here for 20 minutes. Royal, what real competitor is going to say, pull me out? Look, I'm not going to continue to have this conversation. Nobody will say that. Okay?
You're wrong.
Right. Let's move on. The next dono is from Brian Drake. Thank you for the $5 dono.
Royal's new to this. This is my everyday life on this show. This is great for me. Just let me know when I can pull the popcorn out again.
It's good. We got to the struggle win against Clutch Sports B team. We may have lost tonight, though. Yeah, I think that's what everybody's been saying. Alana, where are you on Bam's game tonight?
Bam just struggles against real centers at the end of the day, and I don't think that has been anything new. I feel like it's happened all season. I also think that he has to unfortunately pick up a lot of the slack that Precious just can't handle. Precious did prove me wrong a little bit tonight. I'm going to say that. But Bam needs help. At the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not trying to defend him, but I do think a lot of the load is on his shoulders. And Drummond was, it was a hard guy to cover.
Yeah, and I think he just got played by Drummond, from top to bottom. Adam, where were you on Bam's game tonight?
He didn't play well, but he didn't play terrible. I disagree with Michael on the Drummond thing. I think Drummond, he had 15 points. I think 10 of them were off of zone switches. So I wouldn't say it's on Bam per se, but I do think that Bam, he had trouble getting to the rim and getting the shots that he wanted to get, which is, I would give credit more so to the Lakers defense rather than what the Heat were doing, because the Lakers played really well defensively and all their players played well. So, I wouldn't 100% put this on Bam. I mean, they're a good defensive unit. I think they're 6th in the league without LeBron and AD in defensive rating. So it's the fact that they got over 105 or however many points they ended up scoring is a positive to me. So I'm not really putting that much on Bam offensively or defensively. I think it was just a slugfest of a game. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, this was a pretty sloppy game, but I mean, I think I disagree with you just a little bit that I think Bam could have provided a little bit more. It's another game where you walk away saying, like, we wish Bam could have played a little bit better. Yeah, and that's what you would hope that you get from your all-star on a night in, night out basis. And I think we're getting far too comfortable, like, dismissing the games where we're not getting Bam. And it's because we've seen it so frequently. And I think that's becoming an uncomfortable trend, and I don't know how that's going to shake out for us in the playoffs. I guess we can address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Vic. Michael, you were the most depressed about Vic. First of all, let's talk about his game tonight because I believe it was probably his best game in the Heat uniform. Yep. So talk about Vic's game tonight.
I mean, Vic was making a lot of things happen. I mean, they brought him to the team, and a lot of it was, the ability he has to get to the rim. Right, the way he's going to open that up for the rest of the team, the way he's going to get points for himself, kind of take some pressure off of Jimmy and Goran and anybody else to handle the ball. And he was doing all of that tonight, right? He was also playing his normal defense, which is very good. And he was doing everything on the defensive end. He was shooting well. He was 5 for 8 from the floor, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. I think he had nothing but free throws just about in the first quarter. Everything was working for him. He was even getting some dunks that were nice. And then obviously that final dunk that was like the dagger in all of our hearts. And it's rough to see. I hope he's back in time for the playoffs if he comes back at all. At this point, I mean, I don't think any of us have any updates, so we'll wait to see. But I am dead inside for sure.
Well, yeah, I want to thank the commenters for letting us know that there's no updates. They say we'll hear more from the team tomorrow. Alana, where were you on Vic's game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was his best game, and it sucks that it happened tonight. I'm not surprised, though. This was exactly why I was afraid to take him. I hope he's okay. I hope it's not a big deal. I know we're all holding our breath, but at the end of the day, like, this is what you have to worry about. And I know some people were coming at me on Twitter saying, like, yeah, but we got him for so cheap. It's really not about that, though. Like, yeah, we didn't have to give a lot to get him, but at the end of the day, if we still don't have him, we still end up with not him. So, I hope he's okay, but I can't. I'm not surprised.
Listen, you trying to get a win out of this injury, I'm not gonna lie, hurts.
I'm not trying to get a win out of that.
You're saying this is why.
No, Michael, do not make that a narrative. I'm not trying to be happy about an injury because I was right. That's ridiculous.
I know you're not happy about the injury. But being like, this is what I was worried about. Even if I had known he was going to get injured in this game and he's going to be out to the playoffs, I still would have made the trade. 100%.
That's ridiculous. Adam, you're muted.
Adam, you're muted again. But
you're muted on.
Read the donut from Christian Cardis before you start talking because I'm not going to read that shit.
Christian Cardis, 199. Bench me Spo is the antithesis of Heat culture. I'm not from this country. Sorry.
Yo, English, huh?
No, but go ahead. You look like you're making a point.
Yeah, I mean, look, they 100% make that trade 10 out of 10 times, but Alana's right. Like this. There's a possibility that something like this always happens. I mean, if Goran gets hurt, what are you going to say? Like, we were afraid that Goran could get hurt. It's like, it's just a part of the NBA and part of life, But I mean, about Depot, part of the reason why he was so cheap is because of his injury history. Like, that's something that people aren't realizing. And I think Ethan is going to make a big point of that on the pod today when they discuss the Depot injury. Part of the reason why they only had to give up Kelly is because he's been hurt all year.
So I mean, thank you, Poetic Lifestyle, for the 199. I don't know. He said Lakers had no players and we almost lost. I'm not sure if this is confirmed yet. This is not Heat at all, but Saint on Twitter, it's a verified account. I'm not sure what it is, but it says breaking news that DMX passed away at the age of 50. Mm-hmm. So I think Ariel mentioned it in the comment. So we want to send our prayers out to DMX's family. Like, basketball is important, but not as important as life. And I need to take myself out for a minute, bro. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah. Roy, Adam, you want to take it over?
Yeah. So, I mean, the Depot injury sucks. We're going to hear more about it tomorrow. But do you guys think that Oladipo not being available for the Heat is going to have a difference over whether or not Kendrick Nunn plays over the next few weeks? And if he does play, Are they significant minutes, or what do you guys think?
I mean, I don't get why he's not playing now. Like, it's absurd
I
to
agree
me
with you.
that he's not getting any tick at all, even if he's not like fully ready to go. Coming off the injury, like he needs to get some reps in. So I would hope it means more non-minutes, but I don't know what Spo's doing.
Yeah, I
Michael?
think Nunn would have to get the minutes in that situation. I mean, he's one of the only other guys on the team that can actually drive to the basket. And although it's not always the best, I think he's one of the few that can do it and handle the ball. So I think if Victor goes down and Nunn still isn't getting minutes, they go to Vincent over Nunn. Then at that point, it just has to be that Spo doesn't want to get Nunn back in the lineup at any point. And assuming next game is going to be the first one that we're looking at, I don't think any of us think that Oladipo is going to play in the next game. I just think that's really what we're going to be looking at is Nunn versus
Nunn's
Vincent, which one they want to
injury
bring in.
More extensive than they're letting on.
Right, but if he's not on the injury report, that's the one thing. If it was that serious, I don't know why he's not on there.
And on top of that, we already knew that Goran wasn't going to be playing back-to-backs, and we knew Depot wasn't going to be playing back-to-backs. So we knew that Nunn was going to play at some point. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming days and the coming games if Nunn gets back into the starting lineup.
So, like, is it Nunn's injury is more than what they're telling us, or is it really just like Spo believes Goran needs to play over Nunn? Like, not
playing over him, like, is one thing, but not giving him any minutes, I don't know what we're doing because again, like, he needs those reps to get back.
You talking about Goran? I'm not talking about taking. Talking about Nunn. Okay.
Yeah, like I just even if he doesn't come in like instead of him or fully for him, I just don't get why he's not getting any tick at all.
Yeah, I think we got to watch the Vincent situation because I think there's a lot about what Vincent brings that they really like because I think they want a lot more of the defensive side than offense. I still think Nunn should get the minutes over Vincent because I think Nunn has really stepped up his defensive game, especially this season. I mean, last season, yeah, basically none. So I think it should be Nunn over Vincent. I just still think it's something that we should monitor.
Yeah. So I'm starting to see that the DMX news not real. So I'll try and look around and get that confirmed. But let's go back to the game for a second. Let's talk about Nemanja Bjelica. Like, he played so terrible tonight that they need to put Precious in for him. And Precious actually, like, as much as we rag on him, Precious gave us some good minutes tonight. So let's talk about
4 fouls in 4 minutes. That was
that was
something.
That was impressive. And then one of the baskets that he made, then he traveled on that bitch and then dunked the ball.
He took a full 3 steps.
Yo, listen. So that was, but normally we rag on Precious. I want to show him a little bit of love right now. So we'll talk about Precious before we talk about Bjelica. And Alana, you can start. What did you see from Precious tonight?
Yeah, so I again want to give Precious the benefit of the doubt, the fact that like he really could use some G League time, and the situation he came into was not what he should be in on. With that said, I need him to finish at the rim. Like, I just need him to be more confident. I need him to go up stronger. I just need him to have better hands in general. With that said, did he play better tonight? Yes. But I mean, it's just he can't be a backup for Bam. Like, we need more than him.
No, that's absolutely correct. But I think in a spot situation like this with Bjelica playing so bad, like, it was nice to see him look like a serviceable NBA player who just had an all right game. You know what I mean? Not like a complete shit show out there on the court. Michael, talk about some of what you saw from Precious tonight.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I mean, those 4 fouls in 4 minutes, that was something else. I don't know what was going on there. But I think he was getting in there and playing kind of rough with the big guys from the Lakers, which we needed somebody to go in there and do it. And it's not that Bam won't do it. I saw somebody in the comments saying that Precious, is tougher than Bam. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I just think Bam has more on his plate where he needs to switch on defense and he has to do so much more, whereas Precious is just kind of like, okay, let's just put him inside, have him more about that. He was rebounding the ball fairly well, but I agree with Alana completely. He needs to go up stronger. Like, even if he's not the biggest guy down there, just go up a little bit more forceful. It's like a layup every time. It's like, dude, you can dunk. Just get it going.
Can he dunk, though? Like this?
I mean, it looks pretty good when he has dunked on the alley-oops from Goran.
That's true. Speaking of Goran threw an alley-oop to Jimmy that went in the basket that I thought was fucking amazing.
Jimmy touched that, though. That was close.
Yeah, but that was goaltending, too. We had a little home cooking from the referees tonight, too. I'm not going to
that whole first quarter.
They were so whistle happy. It's the least they could do for us.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they kicked Morris out the game. I don't even completely know what it was for. Adam, your name has Precious in it, bro. So go ahead and tell us what you thought of the man's game tonight.
He played well outside of the 4 fouls. I think he played bigger than the player that he was going up against, and I think most of his points were actually on the fast break, which is weird. Look, his entire Heat career so far can be summarized with that sequence where he went on a fast break and then missed like 4 layups. It's that simple. I mean, he did what he was supposed to tonight, which was take over for Bjelica. And I mean, I'm not going to blame Bjelica for tonight's game. He's still a new player in the Heat system, and he played a very good defensive unit in the Lakers. So I'm not really going to attack Bjelica for anything that he's done tonight. This was just a slugfest, and you needed to be physical in order to win this game.
There was a couple times though where Bjelica drove past past Herro. Like he got past him going to the rim, and I was like, Herro, how are you not keeping up with Belly, bro? Come, what are we?
Belly really needs to get into shit.
Those crafty intangibles, bro. That's what it is with that boy. He's sneakily athletic. But no, let's get like for Precious though. Like I think what I was most impressed with is that he actually let Bam take a breather when Bam needed to. Like when you have a game like that from Belly, like you're gonna need him to sometimes be able to come in there and just be solid. And I think tonight he was solid. And so I want to make sure that I give Precious his just due because I do crush him every time he gets in the game. Otherwise, so good game tonight, Precious, by your standards at least. Oh, another part that's emblematic of the Precious Achiuwa experience: the play where he traveled, he got the rebound and went coast to coast with it. And like I was like, the whole time I was like, bro, pass the goddamn ball, boy. But he took it coast to coast and it worked out. So let's focus a little bit on Bjelica's game. I'm with you, Adam, where I don't want to bash his game, but I do believe that there were opportunities for him to shoot more. That he looked like he was passing up a few shots out there to me.
I don't know because it's weird because every time he gets the ball, he's like 3 feet behind the 3-point line. It's so weird why he's even in that position.
Kelly was taking those shots with us, so might as well.
According to Chris Webber, he can sink them from Steph land.
Yeah.
Like Chris Webber, I think, said that 5 times.
Listen,
so that's probably why he's out there.
Yeah, and the other 100 times he opened his mouth, he talked about the toenail situation. Like Chris Webber is ass.
Yeah, I was like, bro, anybody who brings up Chris Webber deserves to go in timeout. One of y'all kick Alana ass out of here for like 2 minutes.
I'm not like saying
good. Never mind. They're not gonna kick her out.
I got you.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now bring her back. She's had enough timeout, bro. That's too much. That's too much timeout for her, bro. Don't you dare do that to her again, Michael.
After earlier the whole Goran fight, do we want to bring that up again?
Hey, fam, we can disagree and still love each other. You understand me, bro? That's how family works, bro. I just think she has a horrible take on Goran Dragic.
You're wrong, so.
I'm not though. But let's talk about Tyler. Let's talk about Tyler Herro, who you're also going to be wrong about on this topic too. How do you feel like Tyler Herro played tonight?
Look at the box score real swift. I mean,
reading the box score.
Listen, tonight I was actually thinking about what you said the other night about him and like not necessarily impacting the game. He kind of was just like not there for me this evening, which I mean isn't bad. Here's my problem. To me, it doesn't matter if he's just kind of a guy that coasts through and like floats through. I would rather have that than someone who can like super negatively impact the game. He had 15 points. Like he was fine. I didn't really see anything I hated from him. I still think his stroke is beautiful. Just gonna put that out there.
Thank you for that, Michael. Where were you on Tyler Herro's game tonight, bro?
Yeah, I mean the offense wasn't terrible. It was working for him. He was 4 for 5 from 3, and he was hitting the open threes at a better rate than Duncan has been this season, right? So it was good to see him doing that. It's just I know you can't really ever expect much, and he was making small little improvements on the defensive end, and tonight was just woof. That was
a regression.
That was a terrible game for him, and I would still stand by this. And I mean, Roy, you pointed this out. A lot of other people have pointed it out. I didn't even notice it, but it's true. Tyler Herro cannot get past anybody without a screen. If he ain't got a screen,
not me. That is not me. That's clutch. That's Clutch Adam NBA's take.
That's fine. Hey, that's fine. Clutch. That's fine. I'll give it to you, Adam.
Him and Trilly. I'm blaming both of them.
Every single time he has to get by somebody. If there's no screen, he's got nothing, and he has to do the little switchback. The only other times he gets open is pump fake, stepping for a mid range.
And a reminder that he is a baby and still developing.
But you can't develop.
You won't develop that burst. Not that blow by.
Okay, well then that is a skill set he won't have. He'll have to improve in another way.
That's a pretty important skill set if you bring in zero defense.
Do you think he should stretch out his arms longer, and
Maybe he can just bat his beautiful eyes, and that'll be enough. I don't know.
Beautiful eyes. I can't with you. Can we talk about basketball, not the way they look?
No,
Please.
I'm actually very interested in what his eyes do when he's out there on the basketball court, except for make stupid decisions. That's what they look like.
Wait a minute. Sorry, wait. Bam just said that Oladipo was in the locker room congratulating teammates just now. I'm glad he's okay. I feel like he's okay. He just had a little scare. That's according to Barry Jackson. It was just tweeted out from Bam's press conference. This all.
Hey fam, that's it. And that translates to everybody calm down for tonight. Don't overreact to what we don't know yet.
Let me go the opposite. I mean, I saw Kobe hit free throws with a torn Achilles. So
I hate everything about you. And I hope you stub your toe. I hope you stub all 10 toes. All 10 toes individually. You hit your bedpost with the big toe and then the smallest one, just all of them in a row, you idiot.
So listen, bro, so let's not act like that was Oladipo's only injury of the night either. He injured himself like 2 times before that, like his finger. Like they had to get his blood.
He's made of glass. It's okay. It happens.
He's made of glass. You guys,
let's move his best game.
I have a bad back and a bum hand. I'm not trying to bring the guy down.
Okay, so we got dropped off, but we got 28 points from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tonight.
Mother.
Well, you know what? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had 28 points, and Wes Matthews, who has averaged 4 points a game this season, had 14. So not a great look from the guards.
Okay,
Tyler.
Okay,
time out. Wait. They had nobody else.
Score.
Sure.
Who else was going to score for them?
But also that a lot of that came off of Dennis Schroeder. He didn't shoot well, but he was penetrating with ease, and he was finding open shooters all over the floor. Like the man had 14 assists tonight, and that still goes on the guards.
You put that guy in the Heat jersey.
Yeah, hold on, listen. Royal. Do you want to talk about our game that we played?
Sure, go ahead.
No, we'll leave that out.
Oh, you talking?
You
guys started and then leave it out.
Listen. If y'all think we pissing off fans tonight, y'all should have played that game. We'll tell y'all after the show, bro, because it was like right before we came on here. Like I don't know what he was doing. Like I was on here first, so he talked to me first.
Take that, fans. You'll never know.
No. They will know.
We played. Would you?
Michael looks dead in the camera when he says that too.
Yeah, he got to look them in their eyes when they talk trash. These
I'm still hurt. Listen, I'm gonna hurt everybody tonight because I'm so hurt about this Depot situation. So
we're mad salty tonight.
Yes, indeed.
But wait, hold on. What? I thought a win is a win, though, right?
A win is a win. I'm not over here. I'm fine.
Man, listen. Either way, all the Lakers played well. They played above their heads, and I mean, what else can you expect? I mean, them guys got an opportunity. They got in there and they took it. We almost lost the game, but we did it. And I guess if I'm a bitch about losses, then I have to accept the wins, even the ugly ones. So I will take this win, and I will move on to the next game. So let's go on to the next game because I don't want to spend much time on here because the schedule gets ugly from here, guys. The schedule gets ugly from here, guys. Next up, there's the next couple of games. We have the Trailblazers, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, then the Nets. That's a tough stretch of games.
That Timberwolves game, though, listen. what a tough one.
That's a tough stretch of games, and I think they talked about it on The Floor Is Yours, where it's like, we're going to need at least 2 of those games to stay kind of like competitive in this, but we'll get to that talk probably on the next episode of the Clutch Corner or something like that. Let's talk about the next game individually. So we play the Trailblazers in Portland. Michael.
Yo.
The boy feeling good?
The boy not feeling good. I can't feel good about that one. Look, the last time we played the Trailblazers was the same day as the trade deadline. It was a roster that was a bit depleted. Jimmy didn't even play, and they found a way to make it look competitive, which would make you think, hey, they can stick in this with everybody back in the game. I just don't think so. I think that was more a matter of as the Trailblazers playing down to their competition, which these things happen. I'm not feeling too good about that game. I think the Trailblazers are a solid team, and if we're making guards like KCP and Wesley Matthews look amazing, you got to worry about what Damian Lillard's going to do. And he had a bad game last time. This time, I think he's going to blow up.
Well, he's not going to be guarded by Victor Oladipo. We know that for sure. He's probably not going to play next game. We could have just moved on. We could have just talked about the people that are actually going to play. You had to bring them up. Can we? Okay, I am. I'm going to talk about somebody who's going to play. Goran Dragic is probably going to start against Damian Lillard. And that should be fun. Alana, the girl feeling good about Goran Dragic guarding Damian Lillard next game?
The
I'm sorry.
girl waiting to
help it.
see.
I can't help it, Alana. I'm so petty. I be trying not to be, but I can't.
No, you know what's
How about-
funny?
how about we
Everyone,
flip it?
all these people are coming after me for being negative in the comments. Like, I'm probably the most positive one here, so I don't know
No
what
shot.
y'all are listening to.
Yes,
No
she
shot.
is.
I literally said a win's a win. Like, I'm happy with the win. Like, are y'all okay tonight? Anyway, I'm just gonna say the girl's feeling good. Let's keep some positivity here. I don't know. To Michael's point earlier, though, I hate agreeing with him. I do think we play down a little bit. So
Basketball.
maybe going back into it, we'll be a little bit more hyped up. Maybe, I don't know, Spo will play some other players who've been sitting their asses on the bench for the last few games. Maybe we'll get more than like a 8-man rotation going. I'll say we're going to take the win, but it's going to be a tough one.
Okay, that's fair. I guess you didn't mention Goran guarding Damian Lillard at all, though.
I'm ignoring you.
Oh, okay. That's the best way to deal with me
Fitty.
sometimes, Alana.
Cool
you
Fitty.
know it, Michael. Clutch. The boy feeling good?
I'm feeling good because Goran Dragic, because CJ McCollum has to guard Goran Dragic.
Go ahead. CJ McCollum has to guard Goran Dragic because
That's
that's been a
right.
task for everybody who's matched up with him this year.
Bro, are you gonna answer this question? Because I feel alone on this
yes,
one.
indeed. I'm going to
Are
answer
you
it, Michael.
feeling good, Ro?
Yeah, the boy feeling good. I feel like we're gonna blow this shit up. What you talking
No
about?
way.
Listen, it's going to be in spite of Goran Dragic, but I agree with everything else pretty much Alana said. Like, I think that this team, they're going to take the way that they played this game and they're going to use it next game. I think Jimmy comes out with more effort. I know Bam's going to come out with more effort because he's not going to be facing Andre Drummond. And so you go in there, you put on a performance to let this team know that even without Vic, we still can be competitive. And I think that's what the whole team believes. So I believe we're going to go in there and pull out a tough win, like Alana said. Like, it's going to be tough, but I think we get it, bro. Like, just being real.
I was about to ask that same question, Joseph. So,
What, is Dedmon going to play next game?
I think so. I think
I
so.
don't
I mean, he was clear to play tonight, and they didn't
Yeah.
activate him. So.
I mean,
and
if Dedmon
Hassan's
is
number,
gonna make
no less.
if Dedmon's gonna be the difference between us beating the Trailblazers or not, I don't think we're in a very
I
good
wasn't
spot.
trying to say that. I was
No,
just
I know,
saying
but like,
Dedmon, like if Dedmon plays next game, what is he? He taking Precious's minutes or non-minutes that he's been getting?
Bielitsa's minutes.
Mhm.
No, he can't take Bielisa's minutes because we need Bielisa to shoot in that second unit. Like we need him. Like
He sat
he has
today.
a very important. Yeah,
but
that
the
was for a
Lakers
different
were
reason.
a good defensive team.
Yeah, and the Lakers are a bigger team too. Like Bielisa doesn't necessarily, help us in that regard, except for like he can space out big sometimes. But I mean, I think he's important to what we try to do with that second unit.
I don't think I will say you said Dragic was going to start next game. I don't think Dragic is going to start.
I agree.
I would put none. I think they'll start none before they start Dragic.
Well, of course we would put none, but
No,
I mean,
know,
yeah,
think
that
I think
should
that's
be
he's
what
actually-
happens.
I think that's what he's actually going to do.
Now this is one point that I do, and I did agree.
We
the
didn't
whole
talk
time.
about
I just-
Spo at all tonight, by the way.
Fam, listen, that man.
Understand.
Yes, Alana brought him up. They was talking. That's the main crux of the argument that we were having. That this is more on Spo than it is on Dragic in terms of the allocated minutes for Goran Dragic, which I agree. Which I wholeheartedly agree. I just believe that Goran knows how shitty he's playing. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't keep. God, I'm not going to rehash
He
it.
knows. I'm not trying to
I'm not
say
going
he
to rehash
doesn't.
it. I'm not going to rehash it. I'm going to let it go. Okay, except for when we get off the camera, we go.
Of course, yeah.
We're gonna, like we'll be
We
on
all
here for
know.
another. Yeah. Okay, so we've been going on here about 38 minutes. Any other topics that we didn't get to that anybody else wants to talk about? Because I really do want to get off and
Trevor Ariza.
oh,
Yeah, Trevor Ariza. That's a great idea.
Hey, listen, Trevor Ariza has to be the most aggressive player on this team. No lie. Like he catches the ball, he goes straight to the rim every damn time. Gotta.
You mean the one that looks lost on like every possession? He still doesn't.
I'm not saying it's good. I just said he's the most aggressive. He's the most consistent. He catches the ball, he goes straight to the rim. He doesn't wait a damn second.
I think I want him to do that every time.
I don't either, but he's doing it.
Yeah, that's
a positive for you.
No, not really. I think the positive for Trevor is still like in a game like this, he had some value on the defensive end. Like that length is not replaceable by anybody else other than Andre Iguodala on this roster. And I think if you're trying to rest, stop, bro. If you're trying to rest Iggy, then you have to play Trevor Ariza these heavy minutes. He played 27 minutes tonight. That's a lot. That's a lot for Trevor Ariza. But I mean, look, he's out here to play because I think his minutes gonna go in and get taken by Iguodala in the playoffs.
He had 8 points. Come on now.
I mean, Ariza. I mean, he's been sitting on the in Miami for a year now, and he hasn't played. So I don't care how many minutes he's played. He has to play better.
I mean, Iggy didn't contribute a bunch of points right away, and this is a very similar situation in terms of how they joined the team and whatnot. So,
yeah, I think Iggy though, even though Iggy didn't like hit.
No, Iggy does more. Like, Iggy does more. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm saying if you're looking at the points and like the situation that they came to the team, and both of them were out of basketball for a while. So
yeah, I wasn't going to compare them. I wanted to pivot to Iggy because I think Iggy, even though he didn't score at all tonight, Iggy played well to me. He's always like. He's the guy who finds a way to be impactful when he's not scoring.
Yeah,
and I just wish other people could do that.
Productivity out of him regardless of what he actually does. For sure.
And so
there is no one I trust more driving on a fast break than Andre Iguodala. Nobody on this team.
What about Precious? He gets away with travels.
That's the superstar call.
Iggy is so good on fast break. Every single game, he finds the perfect player, and then it's always a Tyler Herro missed pull-up three.
His basketball IQ is like bar none. So
yeah,
he's ridiculous.
That IQ is literally 100% of why he's here, and I love it.
It's kind of like that is what was my point. Like he's somehow able every time. It seemed like he's able to swat that ball out from big men every single time without fouling, bro. And it is beautiful to watch because it helps us when we don't have very many big people to play outside of Bam, and even Bam isn't all that big. So we good tonight on the topic tonight? I kind of want to go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, fuck Alex Caruso. I don't like that guy. I just wanted to throw it out
You mean
there.
Elmer Fudd?
Listen, when he jumped up and he swatted down at Goran, and then he looks at the ref like, "What just happened?" It's like, come on. I know you played for the Lakers, but holy shit, dude.
Did we talk about Duncan?
No, we didn't.
When we're talking about Duncan, that's a good thing.
I was focused on Depot a little bit more, so that kind of.
I was about to say, Michael, you're supposed to keep me on track with Duncan, bro. Go ahead and you start.
Listen, I think Duncan played okay. He had a rough start to the game. He picked up 2 fouls a bit too early. The fouls are going to continue to be a problem, especially against teams that they give the calls that way as opposed to anybody else, but he's hitting the shots. I mean, he's improving. I think this is the lowest amount of three-pointers he's hit in a game in a while. I think his minimum before this was 4, and sure, 3's not that different, but the spacing he brings to the floor is fantastic for this team. He's hitting the shots more often. I think he is doing more on the defensive end, which you have to commend him for. So I think Duncan is a lock in this starting lineup as long as he's healthy. I really don't care what else happens.
And to your point, he's never injured, so he's always in the starting lineup. But to your other, I think we should at least we should give Duncan the same grace that we give Tyler Herro, because early on he was terrible, but he hit like 2 shots in the fourth quarter, which means he played amazing.
Yep.
So Alana, where were you on Duncan Robinson tonight?
Yes, he's playing better, obviously. Like I said, I think the trade deadline got to him. I'm not gonna lie, he was all up in his head. Now he's finding his groove. It did get to Tyler too, but Duncan's finding his groove. I mean, obviously the offense is hitting, but defensively definitely. I was like, I'm not needed.
Alana, what was the last part of what you said? I didn't hear it.
That defensively he's doing better. Are you trying to troll me right now?
I'm not. I legit didn't hear what you were saying because Michael interrupted you and said Clutch was muted.
Of course he interrupted me. No, I'm just saying, like, he obviously, like, his shots are falling, which is great, but I think more importantly his defense is picked up. So I commend him.
Okay, Clutch, where were you on Duncan's game tonight?
He played well. I mean, I think whenever we're not talking about him, that's a good thing. If we have to talk about him defensively, that means he shouldn't be on the court. I think it's a tough game for him, obviously, against this defensive team in the Lakers, and he still played well. He had 11 points. He what was he, 3 for 5 from 3 tonight? And then he had that big 4-point play in the fourth quarter. So hats off to him. He played well. I like the way that he competed. He had a lot of energy on the defensive end, so I can't complain.
Okay, so we're going to pay bills now, but just being perfectly honest, I'm completely confused about what bills we're supposed to pay. But Alana, I think you had something that you wanted to close us out with. Go ahead.
No, I got a very entertaining text message during the game, and I feel like everyone should see it and finish their night out on a good note. So
okay,
someone pull it up. You'll have to admit, that is so spot on. That is one of the most spot-on comparisons what a reason I've ever seen. So, man, got to do a little better in all ways. I just wanted to pull that up and give everyone a good laugh. Now we can pay the bills.
Okay, that was great. So, like, let's pay some bills. I'm kind of confused about what bills I'm supposed to be paying
You
right
already
now.
said that.
What?
You already said that.
I already said what?
That you just said. You did this whole warm up again.
Vertigear for one.
Sure, let's talk about that. Since you brought them up, you pay Vertigear.
Okay.
But we should play your blooper video, bro. Like that was the
Is that here? Do we have it?
I don't think so, but we should get
yeah,
it.
if y'all want to head on to Twitter, you can really see me in my Vertigear chair. Vertigear, what can I say? Sitting in the chair right now. I have the PL 1000. It's comfortable, it's adjustable, it's aesthetically pleasing. Got a matte black going on, which matches my vibe perfectly. We have an affiliate link. I believe it's in the description. Go get you a chair. What more can I say? Royal put a nice little jersey on his. He's fancy.
That's Bam's jersey, by the way.
You can say more than that. Feed Gad and Ariel. Gad and Ariel.
I was gonna say because I think me and Alana have the PL 1000. I think you two have different chairs than we have from the line. Mm-hmm. So, Michael, what chair are you sitting in?
I'm rocking the PL 4500. Ayo. Yeah. Listen, it can get some RGB lights. It's comfy as hell. Listen, this back pillow is like a memory foam. Listen, you want a quality chair, get you a Vertigear.
So I think all of us got the racing seats except for you, Adam, right?
Yeah, I got the PL 6000, I believe.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
That's
the
right.
Kang's chair.
That's right.
Now, go ahead and tell us about your PL 6000. We can't see it, bro. Your background. Man, look at it. I call it the Bat Cave because the boy background always dark. That's like the perfect chair for the Bat Cave.
I heard that Gad moved to the ground, though. I don't even think he's sitting on a stool anymore. I think he's just straight up sitting on the floor. Or he's on his knees at this point.
He's sitting on his router.
Yeah, that's what Ariel said. Gad and I have the painful stool 3000.
Guys, buy chairs so that we can help them out, please. They put so much effort into this. They do the shoot around. They're constantly putting their butt at risk for you guys. Help them get a chair.
The link will be in the description. Make sure you use our affiliate link so that they get credit to the network for you guys going there and buying the chairs. But it's in the link of all the post ups, all the Clutch Corner shows. So make sure you go check that out. Let's play Miami Grill. Michael, you go ahead and pay them boys.
Listen, Miami Grill has some fantastic food. Are we gonna do the whole video thing? Because we always like start it and then the video plays and cuts the person off. Cool. Okay, cool. They've got gyros, they've got Philly cheesesteaks and wings, they've got burgers. They play anime at night on Toonami. At least they used to. It was dope. Listen, their fries are fantastic. They're worried about their delivery stuff. They want to make sure you get it at a good time. You know, it's COVID time. Get some Miami Grill delivered your way. The fries alone are a reason to order it. So Miami Grill, eat up.
And send me some.
Yeah, we're talking about
they'll hold over 6 states, sure.
Yeah, we were talking about on the last post-game show. We were talking about how that's Belly's pregame meal. He goes to Miami Grill and gets 75 wings. They call it the Belly Special. Y'all see my shirt, bro? Y'all see my shirt?
Well, I can't figure out which side it was. The wrong way.
Listen, bro. Listen, I'm a sexy man, Michael, so I feel on myself all the time.
Up. You're like, ooh.
And you know why? One of the reasons that I got it because I got my new Manscaped kit today, so the boy feeling good.
Your balls are gonna thank you soon.
They have already thanked me. I went on down there as soon as that box came in here, and I used that.
You didn't even charge it, like.
No, right out the box. They gave it to me with some battery life in there. It didn't take much. The blades are so sharp that it just glides through all your manly areas.
Hey, listen, I
didn't say anything offensive.
No, I'm saying careful if it's so sharp. I actually mean be careful.
Oh, I thought you were trying to warn me about ruining a sponsorship.
No.
But isn't that the thing with Manscaped? You don't cut yourself because they're extra safe for you.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, you see? So I could just go down there and go to town. I wasn't even being careful. I just was going down there, getting it all, get it up off of here.
He put his whole livelihood in Manscaped hands,
bro. But see, they also gave me some like ball deodorant and some ball toner, bro. So they took care. They sent me some new underwear. I was about to say drawers. They sent me some new underwear, and then they didn't send me a nose hair trimmer this time. I got a nose hair trimmer last time, but. Make sure you go to manscaped.com, use the promo code 5RSN, and then you'll get 20% off your order plus free shipping. Your balls will definitely thank you. I know you're probably not going to say anything, Adam. So I'm going to pay some of the other bills really quickly. The sponsors of the post up, we're going to pay Biscayne Bay Brewing. Make sure you go to Biscayne Bay Brewing. They're the local owned brewery in the heart of Miami. I think that's the tagline that I was missing. Make sure you try their Tropical Bay IPA, the Pastime Pilsners, the Miami Pale Ale, and their Marlins Lager. They have stations at Heat games and at Marlins games. So make sure you go out there and you check that out. Any of you got? Oh yeah, I was on the extra yard with Michael. Michael, when's the next extra yard?
Next Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's a dope time. We talk football. So you like the foosball? You come talk with us.
Y'all go back and watch that episode while I was out there.
That was fun.
That boy Michael. But yeah, I think I missed the sponsor too, but it doesn't matter because I think we got all the ones that we're supposed to hit. And the rest of the sponsors, y'all can go listen to Ethan on the pod after this, and then he'll tell y'all the rest of them. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. I'm getting my real YouTuber on, guys. So y'all should get all the notifications and all that.
Beauty guru right here.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Yes, indeed. Yeah, give us some likes and stuff because we need your money. So thank you guys for joining us in the comments, making the show much more fun than it would have been without you guys. Thank you to the Corner 4 for joining me on the post up today, except for Alana because she gave me bad opinions. And we're going to argue off camera about this.
You're wrong. You're just wrong. It's fine.
Mute. I wish I had producer powers, but we don't because they don't like us, Alana. But
I got you.
But yeah, unmute her, Michael. Don't you dare.
You said mute her. You said
Michael,
mute her.
Michael, I said I want to signals. I'm not telling you to
be muted.
No, be quiet, Michael. You mute yourself, bro. That's what you do. So thank you guys for joining us again. Thank you to Alana. Thank you to Michael. Thank you to Adam for joining me tonight. We'll see you guys sometime soon on the Clutch Corner.
Pray
Not
for
really
Depot.
sure when that is. We're going to talk about, make sure we pray for Depot. Prayers up for my guy. Thank you guys. Play the video, Adam.
Goran sucks.